Hey everybody, it's Dave. Let's talk about why you need a heart rate monitor and how to use a heart rate monitor and why this is really one of the better tools you can have in your fitness arsenal. It's certainly, it's really my favorite, honestly. The reason for that is I am a big fan of data-driven performance. I don't just do workouts, I do workouts, I track my workouts, and then I really focus on getting better every time. And so I look at those metrics after I work out. And a lot of times, like now when I'm doing base training, I'm really writing them down. So I know what my numbers were from, for example, from Wednesday, Wednesday's track day workout. I'd ride a track bike around a velodrome Wednesday night. I know what those numbers were versus the previous week, and I can tell whether I'm improving or not. If I'm not improving, I need to change what I'm doing. If I'm improving, okay, we're gonna do that for a little while and then we're gonna shift. Right now I'm in a real base training mode, which means I'm doing mainly endurance stuff. But I've been doing that for about 3 weeks now, so I'm ready to kind of transition into something else. Next week, going skiing up in Mammoth. I take a little bit of a recovery week, active recovery, obviously skiing. And then next week, I'll be doing more sort of explosive power type of workouts. Again, using the heart rate monitor to measure all that data so that I know if what I am doing is working or not. Today, leg day, I did beast up legs from the Body Beast add-on pack or whatever they call it in On Demand. I love that workout. Those are workouts I do pretty regularly when I do leg day. I do that. I do hammer power from Hammer Chisel, or I will do some of Autumn Calabrese's lower body workouts from 21 Day Fix Extreme, Lower Extreme, I think it's called. Love those workouts. Those are just kind of staples all year round to keep my lower body strong. Today, I added this to that workout. That is an elevation mask, which is designed to simulate elevations, not too surprisingly. And the way it does that is by restricting flow. There's this little gauge on the bottom, which you can adjust it to different altitudes. And they say it's supposed to simulate 4,000 to 15,000. I really don't think it does that. I notice when I go to altitude, I don't notice like, oh, I've been wearing my elevation mask, now I'm good, right? No, I like huff and puff for a couple days until I get acclimated. This summer, my son and I are gonna do a 60 to 70 mile backpacking trip in New Mexico. And we're gonna climb over 11,700, I think, Mount Phillips. And you know, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. It helps a little bit. What it really does that I like, though, is it regulates your breathing. So when you're wearing a mask like this, you cannot breathe fast like that, which is what you really don't want to do, right? Because you're just over respirating. You want to breathe deep, slow breaths. This really forces you to do that, to take long, deep, slow breaths. That's why I wear it. What it does as well is it keeps your heart rate down as a result. If I can't breathe really fast, right, my heart rate stays lower. So the workout itself is more intense, but your calorie numbers are lower. So today, whoops, that's not today. Today, 46 minutes, 21 seconds doing legs, and I burned 357 calories. That's pretty pathetic calorie burn for that workout. And how do I know that? Because I track on my heart rate monitor how many calories I usually burn when I do that and what my sort of heart rate averages are. So for this workout, my max heart rate was only 147 and my average was 111. That's really low number for me, right? Normally my heart rate would hit 160 probably at some point during this workout as a max, and my average would probably be in the 140s. This thing keeps my heart rate down. So I'm gonna burn a little bit less calories. However, the workout is much, much more intense. You just get a harder workout wearing something like an elevation mask. So if that's something that might interest you, maybe you're like me and you live at sea level and you like to get up in the mountains and you like to go train, something like an elevation mask can really help you do that. But even if you don't use the elevation mask, make sure you get a heart rate monitor and make sure you're tracking your data. You should know how many calories you typically burn doing a given workout. You should know what your max heart rate is for that workout, and you should know what your average heart rate is. And then as you're doing the workout, you should be looking at your heart rate monitor and making sure that you're hitting those targets. And if you're improving, you should see your overall calorie burn go up, again, unless you're using something like an elevation mask. And you should also see your heart rate numbers as far as your average and your max continue to go up. So I hope that's helpful. Once again, get a heart rate monitor. If you need help using your heart rate monitor and figuring out what to do for your training, feel free to reach out to me. My email is here on the screen. And again, if you want to check out some of the Beachbody Performance supplements, I have some samples of those that I will be more than happy to set you up with. So looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you're doing well. In the comments below, let me know if you use a heart rate monitor and what you use it for. Looking forward to hearing that and getting a little discussion going about that. All right, guys, have a great weekend.